All the martial practices, all the physical exercises is only the bridge. The bridge to get to something that elsewise is too fine, too difficult to approach, which is the mind. Exactly in the way of how you are systematically learning how to build up your body, how to make your body strong. I think it's time to dive into how to properly develop the mind to ultimately really figure out what does it mean, no mind. Today is 12th of August, 2024. We're traveling right now in a group of 8 people, including many of the teachers and also masters from our temple in Germany. Right now, we are in Zhengzhou Intermega Hotel, also known as the Shaolin Hotel. It's a special occasion because I guess it's the first time that all European schools have been invited by the Shaolin Temple China to come here, to the birthplace of the Shaolin culture. So quite a lot of countries have arrived with all their students to just join the community of experiencing how is it meanwhile that this whole culture that started here in China started spreading throughout the world. And I can just feel like it's time. It's time for like a new generation to come. It's difficult to express it, but I hope that we can just inspire more people to just get an understanding of how deep and how profound all of these teachings can become. And one of these insights absolutely is that it is starting with forms. But to hold on to form, to any type of structure and concept, is just half of the path. It has a lot to do with also learning to let go, looking beyond the form, releasing more, relaxing more, releasing all the tension, and then discover that there is still something that you have nourished. It is something that has just nothing to do anymore with form. It's good to keep everything of you in shape. It's good to learn some basic principles related to living this life. And then there comes the next area. That it simply feels like there is no specific form to life. Always when I come here to China, this is the place, because people always ask, where do you find your clothes? See, look, the one that became famous.
Kung Fu literally translated means staying on something. It's meant to be dedicated to one task. So when you ask me, how did they build all of this? I said, Kung Fu. When the monks built the monastery up there, they had to carry everything. In order to build this, they had to put in some dedication. And it's the same thing that you need when you train martial arts, or when you do anything. Your heart has to be in it, and it's not restricted to martial arts.
You need to challenge yourself to reach your highest potential, and that should be or can be a goal depending on the individual. So for me, it's always like I want to be better 1% every day, not just in a sports way, but also as a human being. And I think martial arts is a great way to achieve these goals.
The more often you do it without thinking about it and you just go for it, it becomes nothing that you think about anymore. Why do I do it? What develops through the training cannot be bought. And this kind of thing that you build up is very fulfilling. Inside happiness.
How can something physical as Kung Fu or physical practice at all be a form of developing oneself? Simply, only a strong, stable body can also have a strong or stable mind. Physicality is one part. What now our training does, the traditional martial arts, they always have different aspects. Martial application or martial form, it is health, and it is something that we can or could call spirituality. In other words, it's something like developing oneself, growing your consciousness.
The very first thing that we are doing is building up body awareness, meaning all type of practices that are helping for you to become more fine about everything that you already have at the moment. I truly believe that by understanding the physicality and the biology of your body at the same time what you are developing is a very, very profound view upon yourself. Realizing it's not just the body, which is a part of you, meaning you are becoming more fine for different layers that are still existing out there and inside of you while walking through this lifetime. So that means expanding yourself, expanding the mind, expanding the feeling, expanding the perspective, expanding the view. That is the path of liberating yourself, and this is the path, I think, to just realize what type of a mystery and what type of a wondrous world we are living in.